Ask me where is yesterday's record. So last time we stopped near that eighth level is one of the most transformative levels.
Yeah.
So we'll
Same page I
continue
have.
from there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The eighth level is one of the most transformative levels. Most of you are moving very fast and feel at times as though you are going crazy. You may catch yourself talking in rhyme, unable to talk at all, or talking backwards. The translation will come as you open to the new languages and let them affect your fields and cellular structure. It is literally going into your DNA. Your spirit is putting through direct encodements at this point. This is also a mutation of the nervous system. All of your nervous system is sort of being tweaked up to handle the new level of information. You may also find that your eyesight becomes kind of blurry. The ringing in your ears becomes so pronounced you have trouble hearing. The nerves in your ears and eyes and actually your entire sensory apparatus are being required to process a lot more information than has ever been processed before. So
Just
at
one.
times,
Yeah, one second.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
sir?
Encodements. What does it mean? Direct
No, the
encodement.
patterns that are influencing you. They are changing the code, the way he was earlier talking about axitonal lines and all connecting, etc. Right?
Yeah.
Right? They are getting tuned. That means they are changing the pattern with which they are going to impact. So that is changing the pattern in turn on the nervous system.
So your spirit is putting through. That means it is
Correct.
adjusting
Yes.
to.
Yeah. You
It's
can also
adjusting to a
use the
new
word,
encoding.
the higher self is actually recoding most of these.
Okay. So the changes are being accommodated.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
See, at the energy level, the pattern changes in the eighth level. That will
Yeah.
then change the nervous system.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All your nervous system is sort of being waked up, tweaked.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
okay. So the nerves in your you may also find that your eyesight becomes kind of blurry. The ringing in your ears becomes so pronounced you have trouble hearing. The nerves in your ears and eyes and actually your entire sensory apparatus are being required to process a lot more information than has ever been processed before. So at times there may be brain scrambles. Be patient with yourself and patient with those around you. Keep your humor around you because there are days when it is very funny. Another thing that is very common in eighth level light body is heart palpitations or an
Arrhythmic.
Arrhythmic.
yeah, yeah.
Arrhythmic.
Is this irregular?
Erroneous, see, palpitations and rhythmic, what do you call,
Yeah.
heartbeat is very
Yes,
closely linked anyway. Yeah,
irregular heartbeat.
correct.
This is because the internal fifth dimensional circulatory system called the axial system is coming online and your heart may be receiving dual electrical impulses. This goes on until there is a kick over point where the axial system and the autonomic nervous system actually merge their functions and the heart is basically operating from impulses from the axial system. So both are functioning at the same time. That's why confusion. Eighth
And this in turn will influence your fifth level also.
yeah. Eighth level
Because,
light body is
yeah.
eighth level light body is terribly exciting. When 95% of the light workers were in 8th level light body, they began to hook up into group mind together. Oh, they began to hook up into group mind together, like we are like different groups,
Yeah.
and to be in entirely new programs in service to this planet. It is like cutting a superhighway to source for the whole species.
Correct.
9th level light body.
No,
So he's
here,
saying
one point that we need to remember is eighth onwards, right? We are
yeah.
starting into the group soul concept,
Hmm.
right?
From the individual level, the process
Huh.
goes on at the
Yes.
Yes,
So,
sir. Here the
I mean,
highlights.
pardon, sir?
No, the highlights that we can think of at eighth level is that understanding of multiple languages increases. There is a change in the code system, and the spirit or the higher consciousness changes. The spirit absorbs the changes and it also changes. Anything
Yeah.
else that you can add to it, sir? Just the
Yes,
highlights
sir.
of
I
that
will add to
eighth
that
level.
one sec. See, look at it this way. Eighth level is there in the dimension by itself, right?
Yes,
Then there is eighth level of the body.
right.
Both are going to interact, and that is going to create the activation in the body level.
Yes.
Correct. So, from that perspective, let me just try to highlight.
No,
Right?
because we were just reading, so I thought
No,
recapitulate
no,
that a
you're
little bit better.
right. Right. So now let us see the dimension. If you really take the eighth dimension, right?
Yes,
What is
that's
it
where we are.
responsible for? The eighth dimension is of group mind or group soul.
Right. Yes, you
Okay.
said that. Yeah.
And is where you would touch base with the vaster part of who you are. That means by then our consciousness has expanded and we start feeling lot many other people belong to me.
Right.
That means the I within me will start diminishing.
Hmm.
Correct. So what is he saying? It is characterized by
Loss of sense of
loss
I.
of the sense of I.
Right.
So I is getting replaced by we. A
Yeah.
confusion. This is going to create a confusion because till then I am more focused on I. I don't recognize we unless it meets my I. Correct. Then when you travel multidimensionally, this is the plane where you would have the most trouble keeping your consciousness together. Why is that? You are pure. We operating with group goals, so it might seem as though you have gone to sleep or blanked out. So this is as far as what potentially happens in the dimension which is at that frequency. That is one place. The moment you reach there, how you feel, we need to consider that. Then when you come to the body level, right? Look at this. From the body level, there is a lot of emotional parameter that has to get thrown out, right? The next body in this model is what we call the emotional body. Emotional body, mental body, and the spiritual body are made up of double tetrahedrons. That means there are two stars of David's. Two stars are involved, right?
Yeah.
If you look at them fifth dimensionally,
Physical.
they have certain specific rates of spin.
Okay.
These are the very minor direction-oriented chakras within the physical body.
Right. Okay.
Right. So basically energy vortexes.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Thinking and Destiny, we were talking about energy on the nature side, energy on the intelligent side, right?
Yes.
Now, both of them, there are vortexes. Till under normal circumstances, it is just a horizontal strip rotating. Correct. Now, here because the V concept is coming, slowly the rotation has to, the energies from the other parts of the influence, the axitonal and all that, those also will slowly become, and this chakra will start taking a full direction. That means it will start rotating in a spherical manner.
Okay.
This is the point. So that is what I think he is trying to explain. They have certain rates of spin. At the emotional body, you have all these wonderful stuck places. We are emotionally stuck, right?
Yeah.
And all they are is geometry. Fifth dimensional, recall in the fifth dimensional, that entire body, I mean, the body, the physical body has got crystals within it. You remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fifth
Now I
dimension
recollect.
crystals are there blocking the light from passing through. Why?
Right.
Till your energy is capable of supporting those changes, you are not ready basically. Correct. So when you are not ready, that light trying to pass through is going to be a challenge. It is like in our serpent, if you are not ready and your third eye has opened and your kundalini has got activated, right? He says that, right? I mean, for almost 6 to 8 months, I had to struggle with that because my body was not ready and not capable of
Not accepted.
withstanding that.
Okay.
I mean, we may even run to a doctor and start taking medicines to counter that physical change that is actually happening within us. Even that is possible. So we need to be aware of that. Right? That happens not to be moving in a coherent fashion. So this is like a queue in front of the temple. Sir? Jagdish sir, you said something?
No, I didn't say anything. I just coughed.
Right.
Clear
Okay.
method.
That incoherent motion is caused by the fourth dimensional structures in the etheric blueprint. What is the fourth dimension?
Creating a light around the
Em-
spiritual.
that's the
level.
emotional area, right?
Yeah.
Fourth dimension.
No,
Fourth
third is
dimension, physical and etheric. It is both physical and etheric
etheric.
mixed.
Yeah. Right.
Third and
Third
fourth,
is
right?
physical. Fourth
Current
is etheric.
body is the third dimension.
Spirit.
The fourth
Right.
Yes,
dimension is our in our model is the astral level. This is where majority of your karmic pattern is stored within the etheric body. Correct?
Right.
It sets up the motions that go in the other energy bodies, which bring you karmic experiences. Other energy bodies both ways. Okay. It also works to keep the DNA functioning at limited survival based levels. So your DNA is producing the proteins, etc. The pattern that is influencing them is going to keep it locked at the survival mode. Right? By inhibiting the amount of light, now already in the fifth dimension, there is another complication that light itself is not coming.
That's
Because
because of the
you
blue.
got crystals which
beam.
are blocking it.
Right. Yeah.
Here, your emotions are not allowing those. So till you clear the fourth level, the fifth level will not open up.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So now let us go back to the eighth one with respect to this. Pardon?
How come there is no fifth after third and fourth? There is already a sixth year.
No.
You
I
did
put fifth
No,
one
fifth is there
separately
now.
because it is huge.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't accommodate all of them here, so I put it separately. Because
Okay.
this is also the notes I wanted to cover in the next session, even in that
Unified.
unified group.
Okay.
Because this has a lot of bearing. This light body activation has a lot of bearing for this one, right?
Unified.
So let us go back into this.
Sir,
right?
it says
So now,
prevention of light absorption at the end of the fifth level.
correct.
Is it sunlight that we are talking about, or
No, no,
the
no.
No, no, no.
cosmic
No,
Sir,
no, no, no,
sir,
level?
no.
Sir,
Higher
this
energy
is
level.
not sunlight. This is
The
not
triangular
sunlight.
light.
This is not electrical light and all.
Yeah, okay.
It is the
Because
internal
third,
illumination.
okay. No, because
The light,
third one was
light
still a
from the
physical
triune self.
body.
Yeah. Light from
So the
within the body.
Yeah, okay.
so in this
Basically,
fifth
that
body,
energy is passing
It
through or
comes to
not
term.
passing through. Simple terms. Energy passing or not passing.
No, because
Yeah.
it controls the light absorbed by the body. That's what the fifth last
Yeah,
sentence said.
but then he has been
Inhibits
explaining
control.
right from the beginning. This is not the tube light, not the electricity light, not the sunlight,
Okay.
not that light.
This is the conscious light.
Correct.
This actually comes from the triune self.
Exactly. No,
That
triune
light of
self, that
knowledge.
to the noetic plane.
Knowledge, the knowledge, correct.
Right.
The light of intelligence, if you
yeah,
recall.
light of intelligence.
Light of intelligence. Yeah.
No.
Now, this is coming from the realm of intelligence,
Okay. Okay.
not from the
Yes.
realm of permanence, but the realm of
Intelligence.
intelligence. Yeah.
So that increases as we progress with the levels.
That increases our consciousness level. That means we start becoming much more pixelated.
More wider.
Yeah, we
access.
become vaster. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Balamam, you are saying something?
In this fifth level, our axonal system gets
Axitonal.
activated.
Yeah.
Axitonal. Okay.
Yes, it is. It is. Not only
Yeah.
that, there is a axitonal system. There is also a axitonal circulatory system that also gets activated.
Oh, okay.
It's a very interesting phenomenon. I mean, I did some 3 or 4 readings. I'm yet to be getting some clarity. All that is explained in the fifth dimension, which I have not opened here. We have
Okay.
finished studying it, if you recall, right? So the
Yeah, yeah.
incoherent motion is caused by the fourth dimensional structures in the etheric blueprint that we just went through, right? So you sit on emotion. That's part of the karma game. Karma game, the same game which is also the game where separation is predominant,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, let's go further.
So the fourth body is the emotion body, na?
Astral
Wait over,
body, it
na?
starts there.
Yeah.
But fourth, fifth, sixth, all of them, they're having an influence, and this influence is at the body level. That is at the dimension level.
Fourth is at the body level and then it goes to the dimension level after fourth.
Correct. Sir, actually, the way they are being, they are classified in each kind of a book is slightly different. Okay. The emotional body has got lower manas and upper manas. What it means is, in our connotation, what we need to understand is, if I say mental body, it is not. In Panchakosha, I may have clubbed it as mental body is the fifth body. Okay. But when I am taking 12 dimensions, there are going to be multiple astral layers, multiple mental layers. Okay. So you are going into far more depth. Like now I can relate. In Yukteswar Giri is that chapter, I mean, Paramahamsa Yogananda's chapter 43, autobiography of a yogi, where he is creating the body from the astral Bombay Hotel mein. Right? Yukteswar Giri, from his astral body, he creates a physical body.
Yes.
right?
Hmm.
Because Yogananda was feeling depressed that he had not met his guru before his final departure.
Hmm.
Correct. So now what is happening? In the astral, in that chapter, actually Yukteswar Giri is explaining that there are multiple souls living in that stage, that is in the astral plane, which has got multiple layers there also. Far more advanced souls are also sitting there. They have not yet completed the karmic cleansing.
Yes, same thing explains in the 35 laws of the
Yes,
spiritual world.
yes, correct, correct, correct. Yeah.
In each dimension, there is some further subdivisions.
Yes, yes. So in this game, you are taught
Shall I
not to
shall I shall I
express.
add an interesting fact here?
Yes, sir.
Indirectly,
Please.
indirectly related to this.
Yeah.
See, in astronomy, where they've been
Hmm.
still struggling to figure out why this universe has life, etc.,
Hmm.
they come across 5 parameters.
Okay.
Okay, some of them already developed by Einstein, subsequently by Hubble and others.
Hmm.
Now, these parameters have got numbers which seem to fit exactly our universe. If the number or the value of any one of these parameter changes, it will be different. So extending that logic, say these parameters cannot be unique. So these
Hmm.
values can be, so corresponding to this, there are multiverse. So it's not universe, there are multiverses.
It is multiverse.
And what,
Yes.
yeah, and what we talk about here, souls are existing in, we are existing in each of these universes.
Exactly, sir.
Mm.
This light body, if we go to
And
the
this is
depth of
science.
it, we are existing in 383 planets. My God. Either
And this
existing,
is science. This is science, not just spiritual logic. It's science,
it's science.
Wow.
Sorry,
astronomy.
this is spiritual science, I think, what Patriji refers to. The
Mm,
spiritual science, AA, right? Yeah,
That
yep.
explains multidimensionality.
correct. No. See, lot many things that we are imagining in our meditation exercises, they are becoming clearer and we are getting the clarity. Interestingly,
Yeah.
there is another book I am reading, the Handbook of Ascension, right? That
Mm.
is supposed to be, who is that other, just like Ariel, the other one is Spar somebody, so starts with SPAR, some name, because I just gave one cursory glance, I'm not able to recollect. There also, they talk about all these multiple planets and how each one is being interpreted. Yeah. Okay, so let me continue. In this game, you are taught not to express. Expressing is dangerous. You cannot express. If you express, you will lock down those wonderful geometries in that field.
Wow.
Right? What happens is you bop along until you run into someone with a complementary stuck point. Okay? Your little geometries lock, and there you are doing a karma. You are stuck, and you are stuck until it is complete and they get themselves unjammed. So to that extent, there is a struggle. I think this picture somehow is, can I reduce this? No. So maybe one sec. Maybe it should be possible. This is dimensions. Dimension 6. Oh, here also this is creating the same problem. How do I adjust this?
What are you trying to adjust? I didn't get it.
No, there is some more data below.
Yeah, I know. I see that. Isn't the cursor just bringing your
No,
arrow down,
that's not going to help. So
down arrow,
what
does,
I do?
pressing the down arrow don't help?
No, that won't, I think. Yeah. Why did it go like? Okay, there is another way I can do it. I've got the same thing in. Here it will open up. Right? Your little job. Correct. So you will get stuck in that field. Right?
If you open that as a JPEG or PNG, that comes as one screen. You can resize it over there, sir.
No. I did it differently. I've got the
We got
file
it
that
now.
I have shared with you people.
Okay, got it.
Right? This we have not explained, but I have shared it with people. Kirti has actually posted this. Right? Okay.
Yes,
You
but
experience this as limitation. You experience this as a discomfort, and you experience this as, why the hell am I here? That is the kind of emotional conflict that we go into. Right? Okay. So let's go back to what we were reading.
So that is why Patriji always says express. Otherwise, you get
No,
logged
in
in.
some
Sorry.
cases, beyond a particular thing, you are not supposed to express. You have to express, sorry. What it means is you have to express.
You hit express.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
Now,
So we start the 9th level.
correct.
Actually, we did start 9th level last time. We decided to stop. After
That's
2
right. All this 9th level to some extent. Okay.
No,
9th level
what
of
I have highlighted is as I was reading today.
No. Last time we did go
we
through.
finished
We
this
did somewhere here, we stopped in a crazy point.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I remember hieroglyphics. What is this?
No, we read about this. What is that?
Yeah.
Caudobon. Cadmon.
Yes.
Adam Cadmon divine image.
Correct.
So
We
let
read this
us
and
go through it.
Yeah, we'll go through that. Yes.
9th level of light body. As you transition into the 9th level of light body, the transition opens and you begin to understand tonal languages. It becomes something you can recognize instead of it just affecting you. Those geometries and patterns that you are working with in your mind, it becomes coherent. They are a language. Some of you may experience hieroglyphics or Morse code. These are all types of light languages. They are 6th dimensional. Your spirit is using these languages to shift the 6th dimensional structure of your blueprint into a new template for your 5th dimensional light body.
One second. Let us just. He's talking about 6th dimension, right?
Yeah.
5th dimension is completely influenced by your axitonal and all that. Okay. 6th dimension. Yeah. Okay. The 6th dimensional structure holds templates or patterns that are set for the formation of matter and light bodies. Okay. These patterns are very similar to what we read in Joe Dispenza's atom getting converted to molecule to chemical, right? Yeah. Okay. And these patterns are going to influence, superimpose themselves on when the body is getting created. That's what it means. it is where the entire DNA encodement is held. So these patterns, if we are able to meditate, connect at this level and bring about a change, now I can recollect what my Guruji used to say. If it is in the second month or first 3 months of pregnancy, we can even change the way the baby is going to appear by means of certain mantras. So they are able to do that, it seems. In the olden days, so this Chaya Atharva Veda, which is completely medical science, has all these principles which they can use. That is what I am able to now understand from his sentence about 6 years ago.
Like
Okay.
Narada did to Prahalada.
Yeah, there are so many like that. Yeah, right. So you have the sixth dimensional template that determines what is in your DNA and the shape of your physical form. So this form is the same form as we were discussing today in our this one, the breath form. Breath is giving the life. Form is coming through this imprint. Right? Okay. Light workers carry bits of genetic material from the various species which live on the 383 ascending planets. So that is also built into our DNA. If we are the light workers who are qualified, fully matured, anyway we are light bodies. Correct. So to that extent, this can be influenced. Yeah, let us go back. Yeah. So those geometries, patterns, etc. for influencing the form, which is influencing the DNA, and then that is getting converted to the form, is beautifully explained.
Yes, and then so they are the Morse code, the
Correct.
language.
No, that is
They
the
are,
encodement that is taking place in this plane, in the ninth
yes.
body level. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. These are all types of light languages. They are sixth dimensional. Your spirit is using these languages to shift the sixth dimensional structure of your blueprint into a new template for your fifth dimensional light
Now,
body.
one thing that we need to keep, see, what did he say? The 12th dimension, that is the 10th, 11th, 12th, is the one where the design happens. Okay. So, the way I am understanding, let us discuss this point.
He's
The way I am
saying what is
understanding. Pardon?
sixth dimension blueprint into a fifth dimensional light body?
Correct. No. No.
सर
Look at
ये
it.
समझ नहीं पाया हम।
नहीं सर, पहले
The genetic
आपका नहीं, ये भी सोचिए आपका थॉट कहां पर होता है? फिजिकल बॉडी में होता है? नहीं होता।
on the
Okay.
So
got it.
thought, right? Your thought is now coming to the physical dimension. How will it come? It has to be handed over from the dimensions of your existence. ऊपर आपका डिजायर एक लाइट दे देगा, ठीक है? डिजायर विल ट्रिगर द विल पावर, then your thoughts, etc. Slowly, what is happening? The density of the patterns that make up the form are coming closer and closer and closer. That means they are increasing in density. Their vibration is reducing. Their weight is increasing. That particular atmosphere will not be able to hold it. So it has to release it to the lower dimension.
Yes. I
From
think
an
that is where,
explanation point, is that becoming clear?
yeah, I think now I
हाँ,
got
but
it.
You
sir,
are the
ninth
apple
level-
and no, you are the apple. Your thoughts are the apple and you are the Mr. Newton.
हाँ मैं समझा, but in ninth level light body, why is talking about this one? The language to
Okay,
shift the
sir.
6 dimensional
When
structure
we,
of your
yeah, exactly,
blueprint.
very good question. Please remember, your creativity has got three basic areas. What is the lowest one? Is your
Body
third
level.
and fourth
Yeah.
Third
dimension?
dimension.
Body level, yeah.
Third and fourth, right? Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth is the mid. Is the
Okay.
mid creation level.
Yeah, right. 10th,
Okay.
11th, 12th
10th,
at the top.
11th, 12th is where the design happens.
Correct.
That means,
Okay.
in terms of creating your, let's try to discuss this with pre-birth plan in mind. You have got your kitty of karma plus 35 lessons. Okay.
Okay.
Those have to be converted. That means the design of your pre-birth plan is happening in the 12th, 11th, and 10th dimension. Is that a fair
Okay.
conclusion? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not
Okay.
yet read. From there, those have to get converted to job codes, work codes, etc., and then be handed over to every single department which is going to manufacture the product, the breath form, which is you.
Mm.
Right. Simply,
Okay.
You in the
the
physical world before you take birth. वहां पे जो आपका बैकग्राउंड प्लानिंग जो चल रहा है, that he is explaining.
नहीं मैं
समझ में
समझा,
नहीं
but
आया?
इसमें
His question was, why
No.
is he talking about his ninth level
नहीं.
light body?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Obviously,
when
sir,
starting,
all this, sir, these dimensions are energy level partitioning, but the entire process is one. You are asking me, when I have to
no sir, one
manufacture
side.
Coca-Cola, why am
No.
I having bottling plant? Why am I having capping? Why have I got sugar, the juice to be mixed and all? In that, this is the entire manufacturing flow.
Yes, sir. Just
Every
my
dimension
understanding
has
is,
got one component of input and output, the finished product.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
an assembly line.
No, that's what, sir. The main design for the mass creation is being there in the 12th and 11th levels, whereas
12th, 11th, and
gradually
10th.
it has to be descended to the third level for
Exactly.
the body to occur. So that implementation of those designs, or each level probably is the spiritual level and the light body level and the physical body level. These are gradually coming down as physical
Correct.
body is created at the third level. Am I right?
Yes.
नहीं
Yes.
मेरे को सर ऐसे समझ
All
में
these
आया.
patterns are getting, all these
Implemented.
patterns are being aligned, put together.
सर
What he
मेरे
is
को ऐसा
saying
समझ में
is,
आया.
हाँ,
मेरे को ऐसा समझ में आया. See, this entire story of light bodies, what we are studying, I am understanding that the physical being is getting transition himself from third to fourth to fifth to sixth to eighth and to ninth. Now,
but
when he's going to,
correct, sir,
when he's
sir,
touching the
sir.
ninth level dimension, when he's touching the ninth level dimension, he's able to convert those light languages into those geometries and tones which he received in the eighth dimension. He is able to convert them into
That
Morse
is,
code or
that is the,
understandable
no, no.
language in the ninth dimension. Now, once he
Sir,
understands,
one sec. It is a two-way. When you live that experience, what you are talking of is from the ground level, you are increasing in your consciousness to merge with light. Okay.
correct,
But
correct.
that is also part of the plan that you have drawn for yourself. But you don't
So that
recognize
is when
it.
the soul, that is when the soul leaves the body.
Correct. So light body
But
activation
this
is the
book
same
doesn't.
thing, sir.
No, sir. But this book
Not
doesn't
when the soul
identify.
leaves. Sir, you are missing one point. That is the original plan with which the soul has arrived on the earth, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, to complete his plan on this earth, he has to undergo all those experiences.
Okay.
Thank you. You are
Now,
looking at
sir.
it
Now
only
coming
from
back to
one
the
perspective.
experience, sir.
No, no, sir,
Sir,
one
coming
sec.
back to the experience.
Let me complete what I am saying. Now, you
Huh.
have got a plan that has been created. You, from the earth perspective, as you are ascending, your consciousness is growing, implementing that plan.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Then
Now,
you are talking
yeah.
about the second part of the story. Where is the first one?
No, sir. See, what you are saying is completely right. When somebody is going to the 7th, 8th, and 9th level, he is, of course,
No. I am
trying to
saying the
catch
other
that
way.
contract.
Sir, अभी plan बना रहे हैं अभी.
Now, Mishra ji,
I am making the AIA part of Mishra ji. Do I
this
think
is
from the ground and then go up, or do I think the other way around?
no, this is the
सर
process
मुझे
he is
लगा जिस
describing.
बंदे मुझे ये लग
नहीं
रहा
नहीं
है जिस
दोनों है
बंदे ने
सर
ये
इसमें
किताब लिखा
दोनों है जब आप एक्सप्लेन
अच्छा
कर रहे हो अब दोनों बताओगे ना
This is only the process he is explaining before
एग्जैक्टली
the spirit enters into the soul enters into the body. This is just a process he is explaining. He is not talking about evolution or ascending into the different higher levels as we studied previously.
now if you don't complete these
This is only a process.
see you are talking about when you have started life on the earth correct
I think we will be clear once we go a little bit forward, sir,
no you won't
because we are stuck on that
he
point
is
where
no
he
we are not
says
stuck here sir
six
basically
dimensional
we need to
structure.
understand at every dimension there is first a process to create that plan. This will be your karmic lesson. Okay, ये karmic lesson तैयार किया जा रहा है. The downward path is your lesson creation. The upward path is the ascension is in terms of your created plan execution. Correct, sir? Jagdish sir, is this right interpretation?
I think what you said is correct. Mishra ji, let me try to explain what I
Yeah.
understand.
जी
Why
जी
in the 9th level he's talking about this, like, see, the point is he's talking about what happens in the process of the 9th level. Now, this contains both the forward mode, the consciousness you're living. But how do you come to this level? At the 9th level also is where you look at how it moves into the the lower dimension. Which is why he has to talk about the lower dimension also. Like
Now, let me also
Chandra
tell
sir
you.
provided, both the things have to be discussed at the level. He's talking of the process which contains both the forward movement as well, because this is the backward
Now,
movement that is there. It happens. But as you reach conscious level, you realize this is what has happened at this level. This
correct.
at this level
That is
you went
what
to
you
this.
realize.
That
Now,
that's what
another way to interpret this. When we were doing the second chapter in Thinking and Destiny, do you recall? He said an event will happen, and if it is destined, nature will adjust the situation so that, right? Now you are able to relate this part.
हाँ अभी मुझे समझ
For
में आया
example,
सर
now there are
because it
two
is a
friends who were, no, there are two friends who go on an expedition. One of them falls into a valley and he dies. Okay. And he is explaining the physical destiny there. You are able to recollect. And the other fellow finds gold. Whether he gives the gold to the members of the other family or not is his prerogative. If he doesn't get it in that movement, right, there will be some other incident in which he will get it. That is the explanation.
correct.
Someone left? Someone left or what?
हाँ Jasbir ji left.
Achha, okay. So you got that, right?
Correct, correct. So this is a two-way
Correct.
communication.
Now,
That's the reason
so
he's
here
talking
what is
about.
happening? Yes, that is the point I'm trying to make. That
So it's a two-way
planning.
communication. I got it, sir. I got it.
Yeah.
So once he is at the ninth level of light body, when he understands or the soul understands the geometric into a tone, into Morse code, it is his prerogative to convert it and send it back to the lower levels where it can be utilized in terms
To
of his soul
create that.
contract.
So all the patterns
Okay.
have to undergo a change now. See, your Akashic record, which is going to influence you,
Yeah, ma'am.
your aura, right? All that is surrounding you, your environment, all these patterns have to come together. And the other thing is you have the free will also, whether to take it now or not to take it now, or whether to modify it by your suitable compensating activities in terms of manipulating the energies around you. Right? वो
ठीक है सर, आगे
sequencing,
बढ़ते हैं.
right? Okay, right? Chalo.
Okay.
Okay. So now what is happening? Your spirit is using these light languages to shift the sixth dimensional structure of your blueprint. वो जो patterning है, right? Into a new template for your fifth dimensional this one. So whatever is happening, see, you have already completed some of the lessons, say, then nature has to do that fine tuning also. There is a constant two-way communication that is happening. Okay, very similar to when you go to a guru and say, sir, I would like to take your leave. जैसा शिरडी बाबा के किताबों में पढ़ो. He says, I am not giving you permission, don't go now. Even that is going to influence this Morse code. So that by the time it comes to the sixth dimension, there is already a change implemented. Engineering change request implement हो गया. The original bugs have been fixed now. Okay. So these are all part
आप
of the
ये
change
कहना चाह रहे
management.
हैं आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि जैसे ही उसकी कॉन्शियसनेस प्रोग्रेसिव वे में इवॉल्व होता है वो कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस उसके नीचे डायमेंशंस को भी इम्पैक्ट करके अलाइन करता है.
That is why they say if you change in one dimension, the other dimension also those changes happen. That's what Joe Dispenza says. Right.
Testing level.
Correct. So there are all those adjustments that are happening. Today we are able to follow why it is and how it is happening. Because if we are able to take a 12-dimensional view, as this light body situation is explaining, now we are able to relate. You make a change in one dimension, the other dimension there is a shift, right? अभी समझ में आ रहा है?
करेक्ट सही है.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Team, anyone else who has not followed? This is a very interesting paradigm. Ratna, Lakshmi, Manasa.
Like chemistry balancing equations.
Exactly.
Well, for me, this is like this is my first time into this book club.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm missing the previous parts of it. So I just
No,
want
you
to.
can see the recording. I've already shared the recording also.
Or
Yeah.
are they,
Yeah, in the
I've
group
shared
they are
it as a
there.
playlist. I will add this also and share it once again. That's not difficult.
oh, okay, yeah. So maybe then I can follow up
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
But I
I'll
think this
post
is
it
a
again.
very, very good question which raised this kind of discussion.
Correct.
Otherwise, I just brushed past it.
You are beginning to embody divinity. So at this level, by adjusting all this, you are beginning to embody divinity. So you feel that, in the body. The seventh dimensional threshold may activate, causing lower back or hip pain and a feeling of density in the pelvic floor. So these are all the pains, physical pain you go through in the seventh level when the changes are occurring.
As this transformation is taking place, you have the
Yes.
potential to experience this.
Yeah.
Right. You don't take your pain and go to a doctor immediately. Also, keep this background in the mind. That is what it is telling us.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's proceed.
So because of the density, he's saying the feeling of density in the plane. That's why it causes the lower back pain or hip pain. The seventh dimensional structures are shifting into alignment with your oversouls. See, the
So
seventh
now
dimensional structure.
here, see the oversoul monitoring every single aspect of our progression, right? Even though we may have forgotten what it is, he is making the necessary adjustments. This highlights
oversoul.
how is he making the adjustment? He is running the government also, correct? Through the government, which is managing the nature, he is able to make those changes. That's the way I am able to follow. Your dream sequence, all those have got messages which are coming from the oversoul. Correct? You're able to understand that, right? Yeah. Let's proceed further. Interesting.
I thought the alignment is shift. I mean, aligning with the oversoul is like the plan. Like if you want to
No.
ascend further.
He is probably helping you, right, to create a
Yes.
situation which you might have forgotten also. Or
Okay.
some portion of the lesson is completed somewhere else. Now, your birth plan, the changes in your birth plan are going to be monitored by your soul, the complete soul,
Okay.
the comprehensive soul, right? Now, majority
Yeah.
of it is sitting in the realm of permanence.
Yeah.
Or he is floating around there. And he is going to interact your eye and what you call your knower and thinker are going to interact there, and between the doer and doer on the nature side and intelligent side, he is going to pass the communication.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. New alpha omega structures are opening around the physical body, allowing more energy to pour in. So the
what is
alpha
this
is in
alpha
the
and omega? These are the
yeah.
Beyond
14 chakra.
the crown, the next chakra beyond the crown, I think about 2 feet away, and 2
Yeah.
feet below the earth
Below the
also.
pelvic. Yeah, below the pelvic floor is the omega. That's what he said.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Okay.
new alpha
So that
omega
means it is going to
structures.
the ground level.
Yeah.
Mother Earth.
An opening, yes, around the physical body, allowing more energy to pour in. The fifth and sixth dimensional etheric structures are coordinated through the seventh dimensional alignment with your oversouls to receive a new Adam Kadmon divine image. So here the fifth and sixth dimensional etheric structures are coordinated through the seventh dimension. So the three are working together.
Correct.
For the alignment to receive that code, the Adam Kadmon divine image. That's what last time we looked into this
Correct.
image.
Yes.
You may at this point experience body shifts.
Correct.
You may find yourself a whole lot taller or a whole lot thinner or bigger, or you may grow wings at this stage. You may become aware that you have other body types than that of a human. So maybe, like he said, a whale or some other sea animal, and you
Yeah,
begin
it
to
could be.
integrate.
You are going to have more capabilities one way or the other. Yeah.
Having wings means you are growing and into a vastness. You may become aware that you have other body types than that of a human, and you begin to integrate non-human identities into the human identity. This is the vast coordination point for all the levels of what you are. See, this
What
is
you
the
are
level.
means What you are means all this is now taking into cognizance all your existences. Yeah.
380.
So non-human identity मतलब आप ये कहना चाहते हैं 358 planets में हम as
383.
383 planets में हम हर तरह के species में हम occur कर रहे हैं. So all
So all
those
those
together.
particles may manifest. That's why he is not saying you will, says you may.
And also you get connected. Yeah, like he said, the tree kingdom.
You may become aware. It is not necessary that you will. You have the potential of those getting activated. Correct? Yeah. Chalo.
You translate the languages of light directly and are aware of yourself at other dimensions in whatever model you care to use. You are aware of the interconnecting crystalline structures that joins everything. Wow. So these
you have
crystalline
all these potentials that are slowly opening up.
Yeah. You become far less connected with caring what anybody thinks about you on a personal level. What matters is how you express spirit now with each breath and with each step you take. Who cares what anybody thinks? They will wake up. They are doing this too. Remember, this process is not optional. If you are incarnate, you are mutating. The pituitary gland is opening further and producing more growth hormone. In some women, an estrogen imbalance may occur. You may feel exhausted, depressed, and alienated. Sometimes your periods may become irregular or you may have changes in your flow. So, as you began the shift to the 9th level of light body, you began a very powerful shift to your multidimensional self. You are making it real and manifest on this planet now. The master that you are. We see you all as masters. Everyone is a master. You came to this planet to master the limitations of separation. Great job, guys. Now the game is shifting into who you really are in your sense, in your vastness. When we look at you, we know every one of you at every level of your existence. Do you have any idea at all of how much energy it takes to keep you looking into this limited and shielded? An enormous amount. Well, you no longer have to pretend. All the holds are off. You have full permission and total support to manifest your divinity. So that means he's saying, no, don't get locked up or don't get feeling that limitation.
At
No,
the 9th
you have
level,
the
you are conscious to such an extent that there are no more barriers.
Yeah. So he doesn't feel that whatever anybody says, he doesn't care. Yeah.
Right?
There is
you may
no
not become
barriers.
divine, you are capable of being divine.
Correct.
So, sir,
What
इसका
is-
हुआ कि whatever the emotions, feelings, or whatever the limitation you have created by yourself, even from the past karma, past lives and all, you have become above that.
Obviously, no, he says that the last stage where you feel I is going to be the 7th dimension.
Okay. So, sir,
In the
यहाँ
8th and 7th dimension, you will feel like running away, coming back, and all those up and down swings are there. 8th dimension, you realize that you are here to stay.
तो सर एट दिस स्टेज जो 35 हमको क्वालिटीज जो सीखनी है दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड
No, you are not yet completed. You are nearing completion. All those that are holding you back, you have completed.
You are in the process.
See,
Okay.
you
No.
are you have the realization that you are divine. It's
Correct.
not that
Yeah.
that you're already divine. You have the realization. It is up. You want to, you can become divine. You can also not want to, and then just waste away your.
Okay.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows that you're divine, but we don't,
Correct.
right? That way.
Okay.
Now you
Okay.
read
There is
the next. Yeah.
There usually a massive dissension at the beginning of the ninth level of light body and a massive one at the end, coming down. Now in the third, sixth, and ninth levels, you go into the strong re-evaluation. The ninth level can be one of the most difficult because it is at this point that you begin the final surrender to spirit. You will discover that you do not control anything on a personal level. You will understand that all you have ever been is a divine instrument. You are spirit in action. Your spirit determines the income you have or the income that you don't have, the direction that your work is taking, or whether you work at all. Spirit designs everything. You are a divine instrument. It is the dissolution of the ego self. This is the final passage through the gate of awakening.
Correct.
This
वहां
can
पे
be
स्टार्ट हुआ
most,
तो यहाँ पे कल्मिनेट हो गया.
yeah.
7th में चालू हुआ, 9th में culminate. That's over. Then let's go
So at
further.
this stage, the surrender happens. This can be the most ecstatic experience, and at the same time, it can be the most painful. For most of you, this is what you have worked for lifetimes. Yet, when you come up to that gateway, it can be frightening. The ecstasy that exists on the other side of that gate is beyond description in this language. I am channeling through this body now, but I live in that state all the time. I am never separated from Source. I am the Source. That is what is offered to each and every one of you, but it does mean surrender at every level of your being. Ninth level is where that surrender occurs. Surrender and ecstasy. Now, on one level, free will is now on one level, free will is an absolute reality, but from another level, it is a total illusion. This is what our
Because
friends are.
till
Go
now,
ahead.
you had free will, you were deciding on the basis. But here you have, I think your free will stops with your total surrender to spirit.
Yeah,
Your
either
free
you
will
can
can
go.
only exercise that activity.
Yeah. So that means with the free will, either you can surrender at that point or not, or you can stay at that
Exactly.
state.
Correct.
This
That
is
is why
what
he's
our
saying
friends.
no. Now, on one level, free will be an absolute reality, but on another, it is a total illusion. Yeah.
This is what our friends at Earth Mission call the disillusionment. It is a vital part of the light body process because it means the final letting go of the I self as you think
That's
of
over.
it.
That's over.
So, yeah. Yes. So
Kanchan,
that
your
is the
understanding also is right. It starts in
yes.
the 7th plane, it terminates and culminates in the 9th plane. Chalo.
So final letting go of the I self as you think of it, I and mine.
Correct.
As we think of it, your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies are strictly tools for spirit. The tools are for the spirit. They do not have consciousness of their own. It is part of the illusion of separation that ego self has control. This is our viewpoint, and it is okay if you don't agree. So
That's what
basically, he
the
says
yeah.
these are all the tools. These are all these bodies to become one.
I
Right?
have a question here.
Yeah.
So the letting go of I self means I self of the lower self, or I
Yes.
self
The
of
ego
the
mind. The ego mind. The ego mind is completely surrendered here.
okay.
Yeah. That's why he has written small instead of capital S, small, lower level
No.
S.
No, it's not lower
So
level.
here the question is, like, say, when we realize that we are, we've experienced that we are being part of the ourself. So then we're letting go of the I self.
Correct.
Is it?
Yes.
Correct. Your understanding is right.
Okay, just want to make.
Right now, as most of you are in 9th level light body, spirit is beginning to push you up against the gate of awakening. You are already experiencing the dissolving of your identities and your context. So at this level, you are already experiencing the dissolving of your identities, mine and me and mine, and your context. Allow it, surrender to it. It is the resistance that hurts. Follow your spirit with every breath and every step. Be that vastness here, and you will be exactly where you need to be, with whom you need to be, doing what you need to do in every now moment. The survival fears drops out. They become unimportant. As you manifest who you really are and what you are here to do, all the nagging little illusions become unimportant and not real. Now, fears may still come up because you are still living in this world, but you are now able to set them aside. In the 3rd, 6th, and 9th levels, you are disconnecting from the consensus reality. You find that when you reconnect, it is painful. In levels 7th, 8th, and 9th, you find that you are radiating light differently than you ever have. Your eyes appear very clear and different to other people. People will walk up to you and say, "You look so happy." Remember, many people are in terror over surrendering. Say to them, "I follow my spirit," without hesitation. Can you take out that block? Yeah. I follow my spirit without hesitation. That is why I am filled with ecstasy and joy. I suggest you do the same. That is the easiest thing you can say to them. This will happen. Some of you may be surrounded by people who are in what we call the what if syndrome. What if the poles shift and we go to a Pluto? What if Denver becomes an oceanfront property? What if we are all being controlled by some lizard race that wants to cultivate us for a food supply? All these wild what ifs will be floating around you. People will periodically freak out around you. Just stay centered in your spirit and you will know exactly what to say in that moment. At the 7th level, people often feel that they are going to ascend tomorrow. Ashtar is going to come and pick them up in his ship and they are out of here. This is because the energetic links are being set up between the you and that is in this body and the you that is in your light body and you that is a future self, and if you are looking linearly. Because of this, there is a sense of needing to get your life in order. It works. You say everything you have always wanted to say to other people. You do all the stuff you have always wanted to do. So here he is saying in that shift between the body self and the light body.
Correct. Or body self and your higher consciousness.
Yeah, higher consciousness, yes. They are linking, being, the you that. By the 8th level, can we go down? By the 8th level, you know that you are staying and a new sense of purpose begins. Purpose begins to fill you. You get that you are here and that you are here with something to do, and it becomes a joy. In the 8th level, you quit bopping in and out of your body. We see a lot of light workers tapping multidimensionally, but they don't come all the way into their body. So they flip back and forth. In the 8th level, in the 8th level, you come into your body. You will feel more centered than ever, more calm than ever before. You now know that you are not crazy because you are so centered and grounded. You become what has been termed humanity exalted as you bring more of your vastness here. By the 9th level, you have brought so much of your vastness here that you have become terribly noticeable. Oh my God. That is the 8th level.
I think
Exactly.
we
Like-
can complete these 3 paras and stop. Yeah. There are 3 short paras, this page.
Okay. In the 8th level of light body, your upper chakras are open and functioning. The vestigial spiritual body is now merged with your mental and emotional bodies into a unified field.
This
The
is
8th
where
chakra,
the field becomes unified.
yeah,
That means all your chakras, all those spheres are merging into one large rotational sphere.
wow, like a column.
That is what your
Like a-
diagram also shows.
Yeah,
Mm,
the alignment becomes like a column.
Correct.
The 8 chakras templates are put in order and your field begins to operate in a different fashion. You hook up with your oversoul. There is a sense of being connected with spirit all the time.
That
As you-
is the logic behind unified. The
Yeah,
meditation exercise that we are participating, that is the ultimate objective.
Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma.
Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Yes, you got it.
As your 9th and 10th chakras open further and you open the 11th and 12th chakras, you hook up with the Christ oversoul and you begin to operate from the Christ level of your being here on the planet. So that is the
That
higher self.
becomes merging. That means you are becoming completely divine.
Yes.
You are merged with all the qualities of divine. This is where you complete your 35 lessons, Kanchan.
Oh, Kanchan?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
This is where you complete.
Yeah. At first, you may step in and out of this, and it may feel a little uncomfortable as you go from being divine love, will, and truth to being a poor, bumbling idiot again. At first, you may step in and out of this, and it may feel a little uncomfortable as you go from being divine love, will, and truth to being truth to being a poor bumbling idiot again, going back and forth.
Correct.
This soul is down. Sometimes, after you go through the gate of awakening, you begin to operate from the Christ level all of the time. So that means you are not going like back and forth. So
No,
you
you
are
are
in
not.
that consciousness all the time.
Correct. Beautiful.
Some of you have chosen to stay working at the Christ level. That will be your path for here. For some of you, you will begin to hook up to the I am presence. If you begin to operate from the level of Godhood, sometime in the 10th or 11th level of light body, it will be pretty hard to look human, pretty hard stuff. So at this stage, either they can go to completely, one conscious level, or even you can stay and hook up to I am presence. Still that,
Yes,
to that
I
body.
am present. No. I
Would
am
it be
present is
right?
conscious level.
Okay, all the time. Okay.
No,
We'll
no,
begin
not
to
only
hook up
that.
I
I have one point to make here. Does it
Yeah.
also not sound like moral values that you practice get replaced with spiritual values completely?
It does. So the point is, I won't use the word modern values. What I'm talking about
No,
is
no,
more
not
of a
modern, moral.
moral. Yeah. See, moral is very, very materialist. What does moral mean? It is a
Material.
set of rules accepted by society.
Correct.
Now you're born in society. See, a moral of a particular group will be different from the morals of another group.
Correct. I agree.
right?
No, all
So
those
moral,
have no value here. No, because
no value,
see, in
because you don't belong to the group.
spiritual path, as well as in Jonathan Livingstone, he brings us to the crossroad of spiritual path versus physical path,
Yes,
right?
true.
And the Y junction there is for us to choose the spiritual path, right?
Correct.
This explains that logic. That is the point I'm making here.
True, very true. See, the point is moral or moral values is a part of ethnicity. When they chose a spiritual path, there's no ethnicity.
Correct.
Yes.
There is no ethnicity. Correct.
That is the point. Yes.
Correct. So actually, Ramana Maharshi, that's what, he is always in that
Yes.
state.
Good,
I
yes,
am-
very good example.
Very good
Yes,
example.
Good example. Very good example.
At the 9th level of light body, you are moving into states of being that you have never been in before, experiencing the being state of your own truth, experiencing the being state of your unconditional love, and experiencing the being state of your light and power. It is called threefold flame, and it exists in the heart of everyone. It is a flame that resonates at all dimensions. Most people are usually strong in one component of it. So you experience the truth, or you own the truth, experience the being state of your unconditional love, and also the being state of your light and power. At the end of the 9th level, you begin a
Thinking, being,
dissension.
doing. So what it means is your thinking, being, doing are all aligned.
Yes,
Correct.
correct. And that is what called Arjavam. That is the Manasa Vacha Karmana, being at the
Correct.
same. At the end of the 9th level, you begin a dissension, usually quite massive. You have gone through all the ego surrender, and this dissension is extremely transformative. You may begin to emit light. The last 3 levels of light body are what we call the spiritual levels. This is where your fields are completely unified. Your chakras are open up to the 14th chakra. Your fields are now merged, and you are fully hooked into the Christ oversoul at every level of your being. You have the hookups to your I am presence. You have the hookups to your I am presence, higher presence. Yeah.
We will stop
Always
here.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So actually, the second time now, have more
Clarity.
clear understanding, clarity. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, like Misraji asked this question. Always, it is experiencing in the, that is why you go back what you think and you need to experience.
Beautiful. This book is, I think, after the activation of the 12th body, it is all basic questions and a sort of a discussion. That I think we can read it on our own, but there's so much wisdom. Now I'm getting the clarity. I'm able to see the light coming to the nature through our body and all that, where the transformation is taking place. Right? Are you able to visualize that? The entire
Mhm.
8th chapter, right?
Yes.
I think next week we get on
I
with thinking
think
and destiny.
if I remember right, this was promised in the very introduction of Thinking and Destiny,
Correct.
right? In the
Yes.
very introduction, he promises that light.
But at that stage, lot of us, we did not get completely, what
Sir,
he's saying.
we
He
were
was
just
saying-
reading. We didn't even understand what it was.
Because for us, like limited.
Now, where all we
knowledge.
traveled to get to this point? We went to that, what is that? Author's name I forget.
Oh.
The Serpent Rising.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Serpent
that's-
Rising, and then Dr. Stone, and then क्या नहीं किया वो मतलब पत्थर को भी जमीन से निकाल दिया डॉक्टर स्टोन
and your contract.